Okay, if you're an excellent driver, you might be able to drive around some of those problems, but hey, why work harder when you can work smarter? Welcome back to the Power Public YouTube channel. Today's video, we're talking about seat position and how critically important it is to get it just right so that your chassis can handle at the optimum when you're in the next race meeting that you go to. And one of the best ways that I know to adjust the seat, well, the quickest way and the easiest way, is using the fast adjuster system. Now, we have covered this subject before on this channel. It was a huge hit a few years ago, and they're an awesome product, and they've been used all over the world now. So we're going to show you some of the features and benefits of this wicked system right here today. So guys, like we touched on in the other video, the seat position is critical to the handling of the car. Too far back, and you're going to get some chronic understeer. Too far forward, and you're going to get some crazy wheel spin or exit oversteer. So the balance of the car is dictated to where the seat is positioned in the frame for the driver that's in the car with the inputs that he likes to use. If you're a mega aggressive steerer, well, then you might need the seat 10 or 15 millimeters further back than what I do if I'm like super precise and direct. Also too, if the seat's too far back and you're a super precise and direct driver, it might understeer chronically. So you just need to get the weight forward over the front axles. And that's where getting that seat position dialed in just perfect is critical to the last 2/10 of a lap to get the victory and a top level racing. And even at your club days too. If you want to try to dominate on all the competition, you need to dial in absolutely everything on the frame, including the seat position. Now, most manufacturers will recommend you start with the seat in a standard position. And that's great if you're a standard driver. But you're wanting to be more awesome. And that's where honing in that seat position to make it perfect for you on that day is so critical. And having a system like the fast adjusters just makes it so simple. I mean, we've all got seats in the trailer. We've all got holes drilled in them in a 1,000th position, but it's just a problem. It's a pain point. So we never change the seat. But if you put this system on, it just makes changing either from a hard seat to a soft seat easy, or even just moving the seat forward 10 or 15 millimeters or backwards, depending on the type of day and type of track you're at. So easy, it's just a no-brainer. So you might have the same seat position as somebody else in the same class, but if they're different height and weight, or they've got a different driving style, you need the seat position slightly different to them, and the only way you're going to find out is with experimenting. And if you want to extract the maximum out of your kart, you just can't have a standard seat position. Each kart, each class, each tyre, each day requires setup changes. Okay, if you're an excellent driver, you might be able to drive around some of those problems, but hey, why work harder when you can work smarter? Fast adjusters are an easy way to adjust the seat, like a tyre gauge is an easy way to adjust the tyre pressure. It's just another tool that you can use to get the car dialed in and making you getting ultimate lap times and performance on race day. So one of the great things about the fast adjusters is they come in all different makes and models depending on the type of go-kart you've got. It's available on their website, so you can go over there and check it out and make sure you get the right one for your frame, whether it's a Tony Kart, Birol, Parallel, Aero Kart, Junior, Senior, Cadet. It doesn't matter, they've got you all covered, and there's all different makes and models, like I said, and also the side plates. You can buy those separately as an addition to the kit so that if you've got another seat, like a hard seat, but you're running a soft seat in your car at the moment, you can have these pre-drilled on your seat so you can go straight from a hard to a soft seat. Piece of cake, because you've got it pre-drilled at home with the extra set of side plates on seat number 2. They are great. You can also get them and set them up on the side of your seat for your seat stays. So you can get yourself an extra bonus set of these little guys, stick them on the seat up where the seat stays go, so as you move the seat forward and backwards, you can move the seat stays with the seat. Fast adjusters have been tested not to affect the flexibility and handling of your go-kart. They are just there to give you the ability to find a seat position that's right for you quickly and easily. So version 1 and version 1.1 are the most common fast adjuster, and they're used for the Parallel and the Birol, etc. It's got the flat single bolt on the bottom of the chassis underneath the seat. Version 2.0 is for the 2019-2021 OTK senior frame with the 2 vertical holes on the bottom plate. Version 3.1 is the new current Tony Kart setup. So for the 2022 all green Tony Kart. 3.1 is your kit. Also, the IPK senior frames. Version 4 and 4.1 is for Arrow Karts Australia. The 5.1 is the most common for the Cadet Birrell, Paralin, KR and CRG, etc. And in addition to all these, there's a 6.0 for the KR Senior. And like mentioned earlier, we've got the side plates you can buy additionally to the kit, but they do come supplied inside with the hardware. Now, to find the correct seat position, we're going to start with a standard recommended seat position from the manufacturer, and then we're going to try a few different things. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to pick a direction to move it in. If you like a little bit more front steer, we're going to move the seat forward. If you like a little bit more rear grip, we're going to move it backwards. So pick one of those directions, depending on the way the cart's handling, and move the seat, say 2 holes on the fast adjuster system. So if we start in the middle, we're going to move it backwards or forwards 2 holes towards the end of the plate. Readjust your nuts, go back out on the track and cut another couple laps. And then you're going to be able to pick the trend of the way the cart went on the track, and obviously you've moved the seat one way. Now if the cart sucks, you're going to come in and go, well, that didn't work, Dad, and start going the other direction. If the cart's a rocket and you're setting purple lap times, dude, maybe you need a little bit more and you can go to another hole, or you can set the plates back even further. Or you might just be totally content with beating everybody by half a lap or the length of the straight, whatever it is, and you're just going to leave the cart. But that could be just for today, because tomorrow it's going to rain. Oh no, what am I going to do, Des? Well, generally we're going to need a little bit more steering, so we might want to move that seat back forward. Piece of cake, we just take the bolt out, move the seat, chuck it back in, head back out on the track and keep dominating. It's that simple. And I guess when you're tuning a go-kart, it's a little bit of trial and error. There is no science to it. It's more art, and you've just got to get a good feeling and a good experience. And you can't buy experience. You've just got to go out on the track and try these things yourself. Now, these fast adjusters have been out for a few years. They've got the range dialed in. The big teams over in Europe are starting to use them with their team drivers. Even Joey Hansen, the world champion from Holland, he swears by this product and has been using it with his team over there, dominating races all over Europe. And if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for us. So get on it. Well, where do you get the fast adjusters? Well, of course, you're going to get them online. You can go to fastadjusters.com. You can go to the DPE website. They're a stockist here in Australia. Basically, just Google search fast adjuster seat system, and you're going to be able to get yourself some of these little guys. And they are awesome. There's also stockists over in Europe and in America. So get onto those guys as well if you're in those areas. If you've made it this far, thanks so much for watching. We're going to grab you guys in the next video. In the meantime, follow us on Instagram and Facebook at PowerPublic. Boom.